Good morning, John. Thank you for joining me to discuss our corporate strategy and planning process.
Good morning, Lucy. I'm happy to be here. Corporate strategy is essential for driving organizational success.
Exactly. Today, we'll focus on identifying key objectives and formulating actionable plans to achieve them.
That sounds great. Should we start by defining what a corporate strategy encompasses?
Sure, a corporate strategy outlines the organization's goals and sets the direction for long-term growth.
I agree. It also ensures that all departments align with the company's overall mission and vision.
Absolutely. Strategic alignment between teams helps achieve consistency and avoids conflicting priorities.
Speaking of alignment, how do we ensure each department contributes effectively to the corporate strategy?
Clear communication is crucial. Leaders must articulate goals and expectations to every level of the organization.
That's true. Regular updates on progress also keep everyone focused and motivated towards shared objectives.
Agreed. Now, let's discuss how to identify priorities. What do you think should guide our focus?
Market trends and competitive analysis are key. They help us understand where to invest resources strategically.
Exactly. Conducting a SWOT analysis can reveal our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
SWOT analysis is invaluable. It gives us a clear perspective on where we stand and what to improve.
Once we understand our position, we can set measurable objectives. These should align with our mission statement.
Measurable objectives also make it easier to track progress and adjust plans when necessary.
That's right. Do you think incorporating innovation should be a priority in our strategic planning?
Absolutely. Innovation keeps us competitive and ensures we're meeting evolving customer needs effectively.
True. Encouraging cross-functional collaboration often sparks innovative ideas within the team.
Collaboration also helps identify synergies between departments, maximizing resource efficiency.
Speaking of resources, how should we allocate budgets to support our corporate strategy?
Budgets should reflect strategic priorities, with more funding directed toward high-impact projects.
Agreed. Allocating resources effectively also ensures we avoid wasting time on non-essential activities.
Another critical factor is talent management. Do you think we should integrate workforce planning into our strategy?
Definitely. Attracting, retaining, and developing skilled employees directly impacts our ability to achieve goals.
I've noticed that ongoing training programs often lead to improved performance and higher employee satisfaction.
Exactly. A motivated workforce is a significant asset when executing corporate strategies.
How about risk management? Should we incorporate contingency planning into our strategic framework?
Absolutely. Contingency plans help mitigate risks and prepare us for unexpected challenges.
Identifying potential risks during the planning phase minimizes disruptions and protects the company's stability.
That's true. Scenario planning is another useful tool for testing how strategies perform under different conditions.
I agree. It allows us to explore various outcomes and adapt accordingly.
Let's move on to competitive advantage. What do you think sets us apart in the market?
Our customer-centric approach and strong brand reputation are key differentiators.
True. Leveraging these strengths should be central to our strategic planning.
Agreed. Differentiation not only attracts customers, but also builds long-term loyalty.
Exactly. Do you think partnerships or acquisitions should play a role in our corporate strategy?
Partnerships can expand market reach, while acquisitions may offer opportunities to enter new sectors.
That's a great point. Strategic collaborations often result in mutual benefits for all parties involved.
Absolutely. However, we must evaluate potential partners carefully to ensure alignment with our values.
Yes, cultural alignment is critical for successful partnerships. Let's talk about tracking progress now.
Key performance indicators, KPIs, help measure success and keep us accountable to our goals.
Agreed. Regularly reviewing KPIs ensures we stay on track and make adjustments as needed.
Technology can also support this. Analytical tools provide real-time insights into our performance metrics.
True. Data-driven decisions are more accurate and help us refine our strategies continuously.
What's your take on sustainability? Should it be integrated into our corporate strategy?
Absolutely. Sustainable practices attract socially conscious customers and reduce long-term operational costs.
I agree. They also demonstrate our commitment to corporate social responsibility.
Including sustainability in our strategy can enhance our brand image and increase stakeholder trust.
That's a great point. Should we consider setting specific environmental or social impact goals?
Yes, measurable sustainability goals show accountability and help us align with global standards.
Agreed. It's clear that corporate strategy involves balancing multiple priorities and stakeholder interests.
Exactly. Effective planning ensures we create value while maintaining adaptability in a changing environment.
This discussion has been insightful, Lucy. Do you have any final thoughts before we conclude?
Just one. Collaboration, clarity, and adaptability are key to formulating successful corporate strategies.
Well said. Thank you for your insights. I'm confident our strategic plan will be robust and actionable.
Thank you too, John. Let's start putting these ideas into practice and achieving our goals.
Agreed. Have a great day, Lucy.
You too, John.
Now, let's take a look at the meanings of some words mentioned in the conversation.
Differentiation. The act of making something distinct or unique to gain a competitive advantage.
Product differentiation helped the company attract more customers in a saturated market.
Adaptability. The ability to adjust to new conditions or changes.
Adaptability is crucial for businesses operating in rapidly evolving markets.
Transparency. Open and honest communication that allows stakeholders to trust the organization.
The company's transparency in financial reporting built strong investor confidence.
Synergy. The combined effect that is greater than the sum of individual parts.
The merger created synergy by combining the strengths of both companies.
Forecast. A prediction or estimate of future events or trends.
The sales forecast showed an increase in revenue for the next quarter.
Accountability. The responsibility to explain or justify actions or decisions.
The manager emphasized accountability by assigning clear roles for each team member.
Execution. The act of carrying out a plan or strategy.
Effective execution of the project ensured it was completed on time and within budget.
Mitigation. Actions taken to reduce the severity or risk of an issue.
Risk mitigation strategies were implemented to minimize potential disruptions in the supply chain.
Acquisition. The act of obtaining or buying something, often referring to a company or asset.
The acquisition of a smaller competitor expanded the company's market share.
Reputation. The beliefs or opinions that are generally held about someone or something.
Maintaining a positive reputation is critical for attracting new clients and retaining existing ones.
Good morning, John. Thanks for joining me today to discuss strategies for effective crisis communication.
Good morning, Lucy. This is such an important topic. Handling bad news properly can make a huge difference.
Absolutely. Today, I'd like to focus on strategies that balance transparency, empathy, and professionalism.
That sounds great. Where should we start?
Let's begin with setting the tone. How do you think tone affects crisis communication?
Tone is everything. A defensive tone can escalate tensions, while a calm tone helps diffuse stress.
Exactly. Using a calm and empathetic tone shows that you take the situation seriously and respect the audience.
Do you think sincerity also plays a big role?
Definitely. Audiences can sense insincerity. It's crucial to convey genuine concern and accountability.
What about preparing the message? How do you structure communication in a crisis?
Start by identifying key stakeholders and their concerns. Tailor your message to address those specific needs.
So, clarity is key, right? A complicated message might confuse people in an already stressful situation.
Exactly. Clear and concise communication builds trust and helps people understand what's happening.
And should we provide all details immediately or just the most critical ones?
Provide critical details first, then gradually share more as necessary. Overloading people can create more panic.
Timing is also critical. How do you decide when to communicate during a crisis?
The sooner the better. Delays often lead to speculation, which can harm the organization's reputation.
Agreed. But what if all the facts aren't available yet?
Acknowledge the uncertainty and promise updates. It's better than staying silent and losing trust.
Speaking of trust, how do you rebuild it if the crisis damages your reputation?
Acknowledge mistakes, take responsibility, and outline concrete steps to address the issue.
That's a solid approach. Transparency and accountability are key to rebuilding relationships.
Exactly. Actions often speak louder than words in these situations.
Let's talk about nonverbal communication. How important is body language in delivering bad news?
It's incredibly important. Open gestures and steady eye contact reinforce the sincerity of your message.
What about facial expressions?
A composed but empathetic expression shows that you're in control but understand the gravity of the situation.
Now, let's consider emotional reactions. How do you handle negative responses from stakeholders?
First, acknowledge their emotions. Then focus on solutions while showing empathy and understanding.
That's a good point. Ignoring emotions can make people feel dismissed, worsening the situation.
Exactly. You want to validate their concerns without letting emotions derail the conversation.
Social media can amplify crises. How do you manage backlash online?
Respond quickly and respectfully. Avoid engaging in arguments but provide factual, constructive responses.
So, ignoring negativity isn't always the best option?
Correct. Silence can be interpreted as indifference. Engage strategically to show you're addressing the issue.
And what about internal communication? How do you keep employees informed during a crisis?
Regular updates are essential. Employees are ambassadors of your message, so clarity and alignment are crucial.
Should employees be involved in crisis communication planning?
Absolutely. Their input ensures that the strategy is practical and considers all perspectives.
Let's shift to media interactions. How do you handle difficult questions from journalists?
Stay calm and stick to prepared talking points. Avoid speculation and focus on verified information.
Should we ever say no comment?
Only if necessary. It's better to redirect the conversation to what you can discuss.
How do you evaluate the effectiveness of your communication after the crisis?
Collect feedback from stakeholders, analyze public sentiment, and assess whether your objectives were achieved.
Do you think follow-up communication is also important?
Yes, it shows commitment to transparency and ongoing accountability.
Can we summarize the best practices we've discussed today?
Of course, first, set the right tone with empathy and professionalism.
Second, structure your message clearly and tailor it to your audience.
Third, Communicate promptly and provide regular updates to avoid speculation.
Fourth, maintain transparency, even if all details aren't available immediately.
Fifth, manage emotional responses by acknowledging feelings and offering solutions.
Finally, evaluate and refine your strategy post-crisis to strengthen future responses.
This has been a productive discussion, John. I feel confident about applying these strategies in real scenarios.
I agree, Lucy. Shall we prepare a reference guide summarizing these points for the team?
Great idea. A written guide will help ensure consistency in our crisis communication approach.
Thanks for leading this, Lucy. Your insights have been incredibly helpful.
Thank you, John. I appreciate your contributions as well. Let's reconvene once the guide is drafted.
Sounds like a plan. Have a great day.
You too, John.
Now, let's take a look at the meanings of some words mentioned in the conversation.
Scrutiny. Critical observation or examination.
The proposal underwent intense scrutiny before being approved.
Diffuse. To reduce tension or spread over a wide area.
The mediator's calm approach helped diffuse the heated discussion.
Overloading. Providing too much information or tasks at once.
Overloading employees with irrelevant data can lead to confusion.
Reassurance. Words or actions that remove doubt or fear.
The manager's reassurance eased the team's concerns about deadlines.
Reconvene. To come together again, especially for a meeting or discussion.
The committee will reconvene next week to finalize the project details.
Ambassador. A representative or promoter of a particular activity or organization.
Employees act as ambassadors for the company during public events.
Speculation. Guesswork or theories without firm evidence.
Speculation about the company's financial troubles spread quickly online.
Sentiment. A view, opinion, or emotion about something.
The campaign gauged public sentiment through online surveys.
Dismissive. Showing that something or someone is unworthy of consideration.
His dismissive attitude toward feedback upset the team.
Accountability. Taking responsibility for actions and decisions.
The manager showed accountability by addressing the team's concerns directly.
Thank you for watching our video.